Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to take a look at our third figure from our new Mecha Cavalry 9th Legion figures. These are the new release team from Joytoy. There's 3 in a set. We've looked at the commander and the captain. Before we get started and we take a look at the sergeant major, we're going to take a look at the captain real quick. There's an update, a quick update. So in the video review for the captain, we have the arms are very fragile, and these upper shoulder pads and forearm guards were not on. They were in an old baggie, and I had to take the time to heat them up and to get them on. So I just want to give you a quick viewing of those so you can see what that looks like. Very cool, very easy. Just heat up the hands, pull them out very slowly. Hold here and here, pull them out once they're warm, and slide those on. Very nice. Let's take a look at the box. You can see the orientation of the way that's supposed to be on. Bigger part goes on top, small part on the bottom. Easy. And also, real quick, I didn't get to show you guys the product insert for the captain because it was stuck in the bottom and I missed it. I'm not sure if this matters to you, but the only nice thing for this, you guys can see what she looks like without her gear on. Shows you component parts, her all geared up with her new stand, and this side has the precautions and how to disassemble your figure if you need to. Okay, so that's our update. So let's get started. So as you can see, our Sergeant Major, very cool. Yellow box. We have the Joytoy and Battle for Stars logo, 9th Legion, probably should be 9th TH, but it's not. With Mecha Cavalry is the name of their squad, Legion, whatever you want to call it. Sergeant Major is the only name this person has. You can call him whatever you want, but that's his rank. This is done on 1/18 scale. Go on your 3.75, the 4-inch figure. Love this box. Beautiful artwork here. Fantastic. Definitely worth keeping at least a picture. If you guys dispose of your boxes. On the top here, you have Joytoy. At the bottom, we have Battle for Stars logo. On this side, we have a picture of the figure with his helmet off. 9th Legion Mecha Cavalry. This one with the helmet on. 9th Legion Mecha Cavalry. Back of the box. 9th Legion Mecha Cavalry. I keep saying that, I can repeat myself. Joytoy Battle for Stars logo. Product parameters. Company information. A note there for you to read if you want to read that again. Ages 17 up is the recommended age. These are marketed for your doll collectors. These are very fragile figures and not meant for heavy play by children. There is a choking hazard for small parts. Not for children under the age of 3, of course. UPC. Product image of the figure. Looking great. These have a window box. You just simply open 2 pieces of styrofoam, 2 pieces of Velcro here, and these 2 pieces on this side. Then the flop says a beautiful picture of the figure. There's a nice stand. These new stands are amazing. Has their logo right behind them. Looks like these guys are part of the skeleton forces. If you're following that whole thing or not, I'm not sure how they all fit together. But on this side, we have a picture of the internal clamshell that shows the figure and accessories in that beautiful stand. So let's take a look at this figure. There is tape on top and bottom of the box. Of course, I cut the top because I had to do a pre-quality inspection on my figure because I cannot do a review on figures that actually are broken or stuck, so to speak. So I did have to heat up the joints on this figure. Before we get to that, here is that insert I forgot last time for the captain. So we have a Sergeant Major. That's what he looks like. You get a ton of gear and that amazing weapons locker. I'm so happy those come with that. And it is my favorite, the olive drab color. Component parts there. Here's him on his stand. On the reverse side, precautions, and that same instruction on how to disassemble your figure. Remember to heat it first, guys. So we have this. pop this off. Now these ain't very, the outside boxes are pretty nice. They're going back to the more paper style boxes versus that collector friendly retrieving hacks we used to see in the 3-packs where you can manipulate the plastic. These are just cheaper plastic. So if they want to put more money into the figure and less into the packaging, I'm cool with that because I don't necessarily collect carded figures. I'm not sure anybody that does carded Joytoy figures, but there's sure somebody out there. So let's take a look at the figure first. Figures are very, very cool. Let's take a look at that head sculpt. If you noticed, it looks fantastic. Eyes are pretty nice. He looks a little upset, mad, angry with his expressions from his eyebrows. He has a battle scar on the side of his face. That looks pretty cool. I'm just glad they went with on the side of the face. I'm sick of seeing the ones that go down over their eyes. That's been done to death. So, but that looks amazing. So you can definitely say your Sergeant Major is definitely has some battle worn, torn missions. His brown, dark brown hair. He has an orange scarf, which I do like that color. Very cool. There's a vest, armor vest. He has the straps that go over the top to the back. Fantastic looking, nicely detailed. His arms have the upper shoulder pads, upper arm pads. He has his forearm guards there, padded gloves it looks like. He has a 9 on both shoulders, which is part of their Legion. He has a belt. The belt is very loose. Doesn't mean it's broke. It's just, it will move around on you, so don't worry. This belt, we have the part where it goes together. Looks like we have laid hoop there that it's solid, so you can't use it. Green pouch, tan pouch. So we have a carabiner there, but it doesn't look like it's, no, it's not working. So it's just more of a hooped. You can hang something on there, I guess. Very cool. So if you guys can see that or not. And experiment with these light things so I can help you guys see the figures and accessories here. That's not working too much either. But one of these days I'll find a proper lighting. Because sometimes you take a flashlight over something and you can really pick out the detail of what you're looking at. He does have the new style thigh pads. Unfortunately, it does come with that holster for the pistols that don't fit. He has these very large knee pads. Yeah, I do like the olive driving black. It's my favorite. He has his boots. So somebody mentioned in one of my subscribers mentioned about his feet look huge. Just to give you guys a heads up, they're not really huge. They're proportional to the figure. Just what you're seeing here is more of a foot, here. Like, so usually use a flat foot and goes up. But they have more of a pad here. I don't know if that's some kind of special boot, heavy combat boot or something, but there's definitely an extra piece here. But there, so that part makes it look actually bigger, but it's in proportion with the figure. Just I guess maybe it's the angle of the camera, but it works for the figure. It really does. So let's take a 360 look at the figure. So for articulation, it says on ball joint. Maybe get a little more with scarves on, but he can look down and up, side to side. Rotates 360 if you want to. Just as a point, the other commander had a square neck. This guy has a round neck. So we can get it down, side to side, and the rotation if you want to. Very cool. So the arms here suck at the shoulders. As you can see here. So due to the design, once that you lose your joint into the body, that's how far this arm goes up. And it's not because of this, it's because of the way that arm is right in here. Once this end piece hits the shoulder, that's how far it goes in. They do rotate 360 all the way around. Very careful with your joints. Bendable elbows. Almost 90 degrees. You may get it if this armor here wasn't on his arm. That's a good 90 right there, I think. Pretty much. Did go all about that far. He does have chest articulation, but we can't see it because of his vest. He does have a nab crunch. Down, back, side to side. Or and around if you want. Very nice. This belt, okay. So he does do a split very nicely. Let's see, let's go this way. Get a good bit too. And of course, he does sit very decently for having those very large thigh pads on. Pretty good. And also, as you can see, he has these double jointed knees. Very cool. And his ankles pivot down. There's no rotation 360. And there's no rocker. You can't rock them and they do not rotate. And this one, they, see, yeah, they have the toe, well, yeah, they have the toe articulation also. This one's kind of stiff. I don't want to break it, so probably heat that. But it's up and down there. Pretty cool. Yeah, his feet definitely, they look larger, but they're not too much. I think they're kind of proportional, in my opinion. Overall, very nice. Go ahead and put a scarf back on. That way we can take a look at some other stuff. So it's easy to put the scarf on the neck and then push it down onto the ball joint. Very nice. Alright, so that up there if you guys would look at some more. I do love looking at that art. That artwork is beautiful. So first off, the accessories we're going to take a look at. We're going to look at the helmet. I think this is the Hell's 5th helmet repainted. So I like that blue visor. The bottom is just black. Let's get some black devices on his helmet, camera, infrared, whatever it could be, whatever you want it to be. We have some yellow wires, red wires. Very cool. And I'm extremely happy that it fits very nicely. That looks pretty awesome. Looks badass. do it like that. Okay, so he comes with his rifle. I'm not sure where I'm getting this off-white from. I'd been more happy with the orange. We don't want to say that. We don't want fluorescent weapons. Like the death of G.I. Joe for us. Those fluorescent weapons in the 90s. See how well he holds us. There's a piece in there I'm not very fond of, but I do kind of like these weapons. Just don't like that piece right there. It's awesome. Sure, if we play with it long enough, we can definitely get both hands the weapon. I also didn't tell you guys about the wrist. I'm so ahead of myself on this for some reason. These are the new style wrists. It's just fantastic that you started seeing in the World War II outfit sets. The commander in a Sergeant Major has the new wrist. The female does not. The female has the older wrist. So, but these two do. Which you can see. Okay, so also now he comes with this amazing new stand. It's a grassy terrain. Some loose debris on there, man. It looks fantastic. We have wood here, a blown out wall. We have blue, red, and yellow wires clamped down with silver clamps. Either some rocks or some metal pieces that's blown apart. These are heavy duty. You see the wood, the grain, it's not wood. These are heavy duty stands. These are beautiful. Can't wait to see what other ones they come out with. I've seen a skull prototype one. Hopefully we get that one soon. Very nice. And of course, not only you get those amazing stand, you get this. I love these weapons lockers, especially when in the olive drive color. And we have the water decal on here. It says danger, do not touch. Very nice. Of course, we've seen these before, but I'll take these things from my collection any day of the week. She can get like a set of these you can buy, just these things. They can come empty, I'd still buy them. And we can see we have some stuff inside. So let's take a look and see what we got. This is what it looks like when it's empty. Nice hinge. It's not plastic, so where it ain't gonna wear on you. It's actually a hinge. You got a handle here. I hate when you make those things that open like backpacks and the plastic wears here and you have the white. So first thing in that box, see, it's like he has a over shoulder strap here like the commander does. Got a shotgun shells on it. Some black pieces there. We have a pouch. Connector piece, another pouch. Very cool. It's like it was like a brown leather strap piece. I wish the shotgun shells were red though. They gotta brought that out more. Some red and brass or gold. Let's see what we got. We have a fist hand, another fist hand for hand-to-hand combat. We have another set of hands. There are just gripping hands. This is weighted gloves, looks like. Okay, so we have 4 of these. These are for the new wrist. So you get 4 of them. Let's see here if I can hard to hold on to this stuff. So you get 4 of those. I find this interesting. You get this. I want to say it's an elbow joint, but it's small. So it has to be an elbow joint. It's not his shoulder joint. What I'm wondering is if this is actually would work out for replacement shoulder joint for the captain, because you don't get any replacement joints, or if it's just an elbow. Never tried it. Hopefully I never have to, but I'm wondering if it actually works that way. Don't know though. And the last piece in that box was his pistol. Kind of matches his assault rifle. It's cool. Now, I'm kind of glad that he didn't come with the same pistol as the Commander did, because it doesn't fit. But if this thing is not going to fit traditionally like this, but what I think is cool is that you can hang it at least on, I mean, it's not perfect, but at least you got somewhere to stick it. So you basically got to stick, you can't stick it like that, it's kind of too thick. Turn it sideways, it'll go through, and then turn it, and it'll stay on there. Okay, so let's see if he holds this thing. Let's see if I can get this in his hand. Still has those pieces that block the ability to hold it. Still not a fan of that. I don't think I ever will be. Let's see what we got here. It's got a little machine pistol in this, so to speak. Not too bad. Okay, so this has been a look at our Sergeant Major. So let's do a comparison with the other two, I'm sorry. So we can look at all three. Okay, this is the Sergeant Major with the Captain. I'm not sure why they chose to go with the blue instead of the red eyes or red visor, because the other two have red. But it doesn't bother me. And I like this set because it's when you have your unison look. Even though they have different loadouts, but you have the different color visors. So I like the blue. Says so the Sergeant Major with the Commander. When I first seen this helmet, it's kind of freaked me out because that it actually wouldn't fit. These are actually the Hell's 5th helmet. This is a Sickle Squad helmet. At least they fit. I'm so happy they fit. Here's all three. They look fantastic. I really hope we get more members of the Mecha Cavalry 9th Legion, and they follow through with the same deco and design. So hopefully we'll see in the future, right? So let's talk about price for these guys. These guys are between like $32, $35, $36 a piece. So they're not for kids. These are for adult collectors. I do recommend them. They're beautiful figures. No company's doing what Joytoy is doing right now. And if you guys are on the fence about figures, and the price is the price, it is what it is with anything you buy. But these are probably going to be a few months. They're going to be hard to come by. Some of those first military sets like Force Recon and Airborne, and the more of the armed forces, American armed forces sets are very sought after right now. So I can definitely sell the Hell's 5th. It's definitely one of the fan favorites. So I can see these quickly becoming fan favorites. hope you guys enjoyed looking at the first 3 of the 9th Legion Mecha Cavalry figures. If you did, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. And should be getting started here very shortly on the Mecha 20th scale Mecha. That thing's like just over, I think, 12 inches tall. It got soft goods. It's going to be a very cool review. So we'll take a look at all the accessories. It's going to be interesting to look at. So you guys want to get notified when I upload those. If you're interested, please like and share the video if you want to. Thanks for watching, and wish you guys happy hunting, and hope you find all the collectibles you're looking for. And because I know it's tough out there trying to find your collectibles. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next review.